One of the most important things you can do to make sure that your ammunition will function in your firearm is to use an ammo checker. Now, Armanov has a whole bunch of different ammo checker products. We're going to get high-level overview of each of those in this video. Gavin Gay here from UltimateReloader.com. This is the entire suite of ammo checkers from Armanov. Armanov makes super good quality products. You're going to see more products for Dillon presses and other things here on the channel. But in this video, we're going to cover Armanov ammo checkers for both rifle and pistol. I've got some 9mm ammunition here. We've got some 223 ammunition we're going to use for demos, and also show a particular case I've run into recently with 300 Blackout. Let's start with the 10-round stackable ammo checker. So we'll start with just one of these. Just drop the rounds in, and if we have it down on a table or a surface, you can kind of see here that we're able to check the OAL consistency, and then if we lift it up, we're going to see that function like a normal case gauge. If the case head drops down flush, we know we're good, and if it doesn't, we know that we have a problem. I'll show a little bit more about that later. Okay, so there's 10 rounds like that. You can see the bullet tips, and then if we want to load these into the ammo box, just give it a little bit of a wiggle while we hold it upside down. So we're checking and we're preparing for stacking in the box at the same time, which is awesome. Okay, now things get better if we stack these, and that's what I'm going to do next. So let's see what the 50-round ammo checker is going to do for our workflow. I'm going to load this baby up with rounds. All right, how about that? You can see the bullet tips protruding down. We can take a quick visual here. We see absolute uniformity. That's a good sign. And then we can load our box all at once. Check that out. That is so cool. So another thing I wanted to note real quick is I ran into an issue recently with case gauges. I have this defective round and this good round of 300 Blackout. You might have seen the story where we converted 223 to 300 Blackout. Well, there's a lot of variation in the case body in the area that will become the neck in the 300 Blackout when you start with 223. This is my case gauge that I was using. Okay, the good round passes, and the defective round passes. Now I got a Sheridan gauge, which is cut to SAAMI specifications, the entire interior portion. And you'll note here that the defective round does not gauge. That is correct behavior to find the problem, and of course the good round does. In talking with Armanov, their ammo checkers are made to SAAMI or CIP specifications. The neck area, for instance, is not oversized like on this gauge. If you're using Wilson, make sure that you use a min chamber gauge. There's a little bit of confusion there because I have two styles. Case gauge will not catch that problem. Well, it just so turns out that for the 300 Blackout ammo checker, good round passes, and the bad round is caught. This is going to prevent us a lot of hassle and give us some cheap insurance to make sure that our ammo is going to be functioning properly. Okay, let's talk pistol. We're going to start with Armanov's 10-round ammo checker for a pistol that comes with OAL checker and this cool transfer mechanism, which is this gray piece right here. So the way this works is you're going to take your rounds of ammunition. I've got 9x19 right here. We're going to put them into the gauge, and if they're properly sized and whatnot, they're going to drop all the way in. There's an allowance for the bullet. But then when we want to check the OAL, we just put this clear plastic piece on the bottom, and you'll see that the rounds are going to sit up. Now if we had round nose bullets, they'd be sitting up even a little bit more. So this is a way that we can check, make sure that things look proper. You can kind of see that. It's uniform. That looks good. And then for transfer, we're going to take and put the gray piece over the top. We're going to kind of pull the trigger and allow the case rims to fall into the holder, and then we can just put it right there in our ammo box. So this is a really, really great solution, but it gets even better. So the 10 rounders, like a lot of the other products, are available in a bunch of different cartridge offerings. So what I have here, for instance, I showed you 9mm. We also have 10mm, 9x21, which is kind of a variant, 40 Smith & Wesson, 45 ACP, 38 Super, 357 Magnum. So that's just an example of some of the offerings. And on the rifle side, you're also going to see a lot of different chamberings offered for popular high volume reloading type cartridges. Okay, so let's step up to the 100-round pistol ammo checker. Comes in this nice case, and we've got instructions, which are definitely helpful. Got the cloth, and the cloth you can put over the base here to prevent kind of scratching or whatever, and to clean ammo with. So we've got the 100-round checker, we've got the lid, and then this clear plastic piece here assists us with OAL checking, just like this strip does on the 10-round variant. So you might be wondering, how am I going to load these 100 rounds into this 100-round ammo checker? And that's where this comes in. The loader for this is really interesting. As you can see, it's got kind of a spot for each, and it's made so that you can pour your rounds in the top and give it a shake, and they're going to go right into the checker. All right, looks like we're loaded there. Kind of pour off the excess, and there we go. So it looks like one of our rounds did not gauge properly. Okay, we just had a little piece of styrofoam or debris there. So check that out. And then if we use this standoff plate, now we can see kind of our OAL check, all 100 at a time, which is pretty amazing. I'm just going to do a visual scan down here. That's pretty nice. And then here's where things go from good to great, is we can put this upside down like so. That kind of loads them onto the lid. And then we can do the delicate procedure, go like that. See if that'll, oh, look at that. Now that's cool. I love the fact that we're checking all of our rounds. We're making sure that all of our ammunition is going to function in our firearm. And while we're doing that, not only can we load this really quickly, but we're also ready to go into the box, because if you're like me, that sort of box loading phase is not my favorite part of the ammunition production process. Okay, so next I'm going to show you how we can mark the case rims and identify our pickup brass from other folks at the range. So this handy accessory is called the stencil, and it's going to enable us to mark the case rims. Look at that. It fits right over the cases, and kind of what I had in mind, check this out. How about a little bit of a USA theme? We're going to go down one side with red on each of these. Okay, now we're going to take blue and go down the other side. Okay, and now for the reveal. If only we had nickel cases for this. Check that out. How cool is that? So there you go. I hope that walkthrough was helpful. This is kind of a lot to take in. So if you click on that first link in the video description, in the article, I will give a bit more information in terms of the different options, and then also link to the respective product pages. As well, you can look forward to seeing these Armanov ammo checkers in upcoming videos. Here's what I'd like to know is, what do you think of the ammo checkers? Which ones are you using or would you use? And kind of what's your reloading in situation? Are you loading for target shooting, for hunting, for pistol competition? Drop that comment and let's start a discussion. Thank you for watching. That concludes this video, and that means it's time to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, where we've got unrestricted content, and Instagram. Make sure to follow us on all those channels. Ultimate Reloader also has a commercial solutions division serving law enforcement, the military, and the gun industry. We have some unique capabilities, including a comprehensive suite of recoil testing and evaluation capabilities, trigger profiling, and more. If you're interested in custom rifles like what we build here on the channel or gunsmithing services, you're going to want to go to rifles.ultimatereloader.com and get on the wait list. If you want to learn lucrative gunsmithing like what I show here on the channel, including building custom rifles and Cerakote plus a whole bunch more, you're going to want to check out the Colorado School of Trades, schooloftrades.edu. Thanks again for watching.